Alright, we're back. And now we're going to, so we laid out the track, but it's not really mixed yet. So now we need to go and sort of like tweak it, fine tune everything, and that'll really make it pop. So let's do that. Let's open up SPC tool and load up the song. So the first track, let's go in order. What's up, man? Welcome back. Alright, so let's see. Now let's go and fine tune that. Really get it sounding like the original. Really tweak that synth to make it sound like the original. Let's see. Synth. Alright. Gotta really get that squeak on it. Alright, that's a good start, but I want it to be a little warmer. I want it to be a kind of a warm synth. Bring up those lows a little bit. Now there's a little bit, I can hear a little bit of like compression, like volume compression. So let's see what, I think the delay is like after, yeah. I want the compression to be before the delay. Let's get the dry mix up here. Dry mix compression. Yeah, let's do that. You know, that really pops like that. You can really hear all the little, how smooth the synth is. Look at how smooth it is. The reverb is nice. Let's see if we can, maybe W. I don't know. They all sound the same to me. Maybe more reverb. Yeah, now it's starting to sound like really like the original, because there was a lot of reverb on the original, even if it didn't last as long. But there was like a lot of short reverb. It was a very short reverb on the original. Just like that. That's beautiful right there. That's good like that. I like that. And now, the tabla. It's already really punchy like it is. I like how punchy it is. I don't know about those delays. Those delays are kind of too much. There we go. And we don't need it to be ping pong because we're already centered. But I want to bring out some of the... We've already got the bass boosted a bit. Let me see about boosting those highs a bit. Get that sharpness really in there because we don't have a lot of highs. It's a very dark track. So if we boost those highs, we're gonna that sharpness is gonna make a lot of difference. We want to hear it just a little bit. We don't want that middle. Middle sounds bad. And let's take it down so it's well, it's about the right volume right there. Pushing about -9 dB. That's good right there. I want to warm it up though. I kind of want that. I love how hollow it sounds. That's sort of, you can feel how hollow it is, like some kind of balloon or something. But I want it to be, maybe let's amplify that. Let's boost it a bit so you can really hear. You can really just strengthen the sound, make it stronger. There we go. But I don't want it to be so. That's gonna boost it in volume, so you have to bring it down in volume. But I love how real it sounds. I just love how like it sounds like someone hitting on a log or something, man. It really brings it out like that. All right. Are you able to do Hot Pursuit? No, we're missing a sound from Hot Pursuit. We can't do that one, but we can do Pokey Pipes. But that won't be for a while. We've got other things on our agenda. We got plenty of things to do. All right, this thing right here. Alright, I think I want to mix these independently. So let's keep that right here and let's have that percussion loop as a bus to put right here. So now I want to mix this independently. I think maybe we just want to have it, what if we just have this whole thing stronger and see if that brings out, probably still going to want to, I don't think I need to affect as many of these. No. Some of these can just be in the root, in the 3. But I want to affect that cowbell a bit. I want to take out something right here. Take out that part right here. There we go. Now you bring out some of those highs. That's very nice. And then what about this hi-hat? Yeah, I want to give that some, it's got some weird stuff going on. I want to make it sound better in some kind of way. see what we can do to that. Maybe get a exciter on that. And bring it down because that's gonna kind of sharpen it. And get some stereo separation on that. It just sounds really flat. That's good. Now the bird part. But I don't want these. I don't want these to run into each other. So sometimes these notes are like playing. They're overlapping each other right here. But I don't want to do that. Pretty perfect like that. Now let me EQ that a bit. I don't want so much middle on it. It's kind of muddy. Telephonic. That's good. I think I want a stronger vibrato. Faster vibrato. Oh, here we go. Modern Melancholy is missing another sound now. We can't do that one just yet. We have plenty more we can do that need to be done. So that's pretty ripe right there. That's what we need. That gyro is pretty fine. Perfect. I like that snare. You see what? It's pretty good. I want it to be louder. Don't want it to go all the way out like that. I wonder what would happen if we compressed it. Maybe that would make it beatier, or like on the beat. Maybe just a little bit. Is that gyro, like, it's not centered. Needs to be centered. There we go. Yeah, that like kind of beats a little bit more. Wonder if the tablet could use some of that. No, it's beady enough. All right, that's all good. Maybe I might want to get a different reverb on that. I think that's fine for what it is. Yeah, it sounds right. It sounds about. I don't want a lot of reverb on drums. Now the bass. The bass is going to be a big one. This is a really important one. So this is going to be really strong. We don't want it to exceed 3 dB, like ever. Ever. Now at the beginning, let's take it down, make sure it doesn't exceed 3 dB. Actually, let's just put a limiter on it, because I think those are like just fluctuations in the volume. Let's bring up the bass a little bit so that it gets right up to that ceiling, but doesn't cross it. A little bit less. There we go. Now, a couple of things about this bass. It just sounds kind of flat. We want to beef it up. And I think maybe I could turn up my... But I don't want this, I don't want all that distortion in there, because it's not supposed to be a sinister sounding song. I just want a gentle sort of boosting. Let's try this. That's good right there. doesn't overbear it. I just need to turn down the volume. See, avoiding raw. No, I'm not avoiding saying raw. Alright, we need a little bit of reverb on the bass. So let's go, but we don't want it to sound, you don't want you want to like restrict the reverb to the put a high pass on the reverb actually. So you don't want it, because you don't want to get reverb on those bass tones. You want to keep it, because it'll muddy up the bass tones. You don't want any reverb on the bass. It's the actual bass. So see, we don't hear any, that's the reverb signal. We don't hear any reverb on the low end. So we're going to restrict it from the bass, but we want some on the sharp end of the bass. Check it out. Don't want so much. Maybe we could do large hall, but then we have to equalize it again. That's perfect right there. But I think I want to get more bass on it. A little bit more. I don't think we want that, actually want that wave shaper on there. I think we just want more bass. Yeah. Maybe a little bit. This is Forest Interlude. It's just the bass part of it. Alright. That sounds good. Let's move on to the voice. These aren't panned, spread panned, are they? No, they're centered. Oh, that sounds so good already. Alright, so I think I want that to be a little more high. Yeah, get that breathiness. Bring out that all that really good high frequencies and that etherealness in there. We don't need it so much at the low end. We can in fact high pass it. And we want reverb on it. A lot of reverb. And I think I want some like stereo separation, stereo phasing. So this just says that the right channel and the left channel are going to be delayed. Like so it sounds more everywhere. Oh, that sounds really good. Like a grace note. Not sure what a grace note is. That's good, but I want more reverb on that. Maybe if we do default, because that has a lot of reverb. Might have to do Oral River for this. Let's do Oral River, because I know Oral River gives you a really ethereal sounding reverb. That's really good right there. Maybe some chorus would do it even better. Yeah. That's really good. Like a grace period? Yeah, maybe it's like kind of taking a rest, but it's the beginning. It's the beginning, so it's like the intro. Oh, that chorus sounds so good. I wonder if chorus would sound good on the bass. Maybe. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, it makes it sound like not so raw. Gives it a little, maybe that's a little much, but it gives it a little, like, just emphasis. Makes it feel alive, moving. It's not just a raw string sample anymore. Oh, a note that's added for ornament. Yeah, it's very Definitely an ornamental note here. Oh, that's beautiful. Perfect. And at the end, since this only plays once, let's let it ring out. Let's let this note ring out all the way. Could be cool. I actually think that pan flute is perfect on its own. Yeah, there's processing done on the wave station, so that kind of shines through. You got a chorus here and already got reverb on it. Perfect on its own. So let's see, what's this res wave? Might need some work. I think it might need a little bit. I think I might need to go a little bit lower on the modulation cutoff on that. Yeah, there we go. It has too much reverb on it though. Reverb is too long. Yeah, well, maybe a little bit. Maybe more reverb, but like shorter reverb. I think I just want a different reverb. I don't like the reverb on this one. Let's try this one. See what this one does. Ooh, that's a nice sweep. That's old Oral River again. That's good. I like that. Now, let's affect the res wave a bit. Like EQ it. I don't know, maybe. Right about up here it starts getting too. Yeah, let's just make that a little more bearable. Make it when it goes up there. That sounds perfect like that. I want more bass to that harmonica, or violin, or whatever. Yeah, there we go. You hear how that frequency just sounds perfect. Beautiful synth. Listen to how like the Oh, the tone there is just great. I love the tone there. Maybe we could bring it out with some chorus. Yeah. Just a little bit, just a touch. Ever thought about doing a track breakdown for each track where one instrument plays out slowly, and slowly each instrument starts to come in, and we get to enjoy each loop as the song builds up? Yeah, we could do that. That's a cool idea. We'll do that when we're done, where we just kind of build it up. We'll have like a grand playthrough. That echo bothers me. That last echo isn't just isn't loud enough. Let's see. Give it some separation. Yeah, make it feel a little varied. So you say that last echo doesn't sit right with you. Okay, so let's check that in the original. No, that's perfectly loud. That's like the same, less echo on the first note. So, oh yeah, you're right about that. Well, I can fix that easy. Let's see. Give it some more that and less of this. Perfect. Alright. So, okay, I wasn't hearing that synth. I think I had it muted out. Alright. Okay, that doesn't sound right there. We need to work on that. That needs some work. Huh. That sounds good. No idea what I did, but I did it. And let's mute that harmonica while we work with this. Perfect. Maybe get some separation on that too. And make it a little bit dark. Like, take the highs out. And I don't think I want the reverb to last that long. It's ringing out too much. I think that one's different. Ooh, I like that. The echoes on that. Really good. Okay. How did you get the patches and samples? Well, some of them are VSTs. This one's the Korg Wave Station. I just got the VST, and then some of them are from. I just got them off the internet. Really, everything is from the internet. I did nothing as a physical machine. I just kind of looked around for the machines, for the samples of the machine on the internet. I found them. Some of them are disk images. It wasn't even all in one place. How did you export the MIDI? Yeah, I think someone else did it for me and they used Rare SPC. I haven't been able to get Rare SPC to work. It's like this program that just kind of, it converts, but someone else did that for me. Okay, with that Aura River. Yeah, Aura River is great and it's free, so. Da-na-na-na. I don't want that ring. That's kind of annoying right there. Hold on. I think I might want to take the resonance down, actually. Someone said it misses a note. Notes are all there. No, let's check it in from the original. I don't think it does an extra note, but I do recognize the synth sounds a little different. Let me tweak that a bit. Ouch. It's all good. What's up, dude? What's up? We're in here making some music. I'm not sure what it is about this synth that feels different. Yeah, that's cool. Ouch. I don't think it starts from that low of a cutoff. Not that too low. Let's go down a bit and then a little bit up. A little bit more. Right there. Well, there was it wasn't a harmonica, but it was just this synth from the wave station that he really likes, and he's used it like throughout the series because it's sort of a, it's supposed to be a cello. It's listed as a cello in the wave station, but it doesn't sound like a cello. It sounds like a cello down here. It's probably a cello note that was recorded down here. See, down there it sounds like a cello. It sounds like a full-fledged cello, without a doubt. But I guess it's that same note being played up here, so it's a pitched up cello note. And so it sounds like a cross between a harmonica and a violin, really. So there you go. If you ever want to recreate that sound, just take a sample of a cello and play it up here. That's how it's starting to sound like. Yeah, it sounds like the original one. It just doesn't sound quite formant enough. I need it to sound more formant. Or maybe the filter just needs to... Yeah, that sounds better. I wonder if you could play a cello up there and have it sound like that. I don't think a cello goes that high. So it's like a cello with, it's like a violin with much more bass, with a little bit more middle. It's not. Honestly, if I would recreate this song with real instruments, I would use a violin, not a harmonica. Because a harmonica can't pitch bend like that. This kind of pitch bending is specific to a violin sound. So he's trying to make a violin sound, but it's got an interesting timbre that a violin doesn't have. But I would totally use a violin to recreate this. It's almost like it's like a violin being played like a fiddle. You know how they always have those it's like one of those cheesy hillbilly tracks, you know, like with playing like that country violin. Na 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 na. You know. So, I think that it sounds like a fiddle, sort of like, which is the same thing as a violin, but it's a different style of playing. You play the violin like a fiddle and it'll sound like that a little bit. That would be my guess. Really, I think he just found this patch on the wave station and he really liked it. And he's like, okay, I'll use it. Sound like a fiddle. It's a lot of experimenting. It's really nice. I think this... I think we can do this lower. Yeah, perfect. I like that. Maybe we don't need that thing to have that intense of an envelope. think my impression of why he does a lot of things he does is he's just experimenting. He's just kind of working on the fly. Like, he finds these sounds that he likes, and then he's like, oh yeah, we could do that. And then it's just a lot of on the fly movement, like finding what works and just experimenting. But I can tell you that a lot of this is like he's using a lot of harmonics. He's using a lot of like sevenths and ninths and 13ths, for if that means anything to y'all. For any of y'all that have musical background training. But yeah, I think he just kind of does his thing. I couldn't say much about it. But let's see what else we got here. So we got these strings here. It's the next big thing. This needs some work right here. See what we can do about this. Yeah. See, now that's sounding more wide. And I want this to have more reverb too. Oh yeah, there we go. I think I wanted to have even more reverb, so let me take out that reverb and do my own with Oral River. Ah, yes, that is good. Look at that, how it just sort of fills the room. You get a sense of, like, you feel like it's inside a room or something. I want to bring up some of the highs on that too. Get those nice, yeah. Oh yeah, I think there's some kind of filter on that. There's some kind of filter that was in that patch. Like, it's cutting off the highs. There's a low pass in there. Yeah. That's why it was sounding so, I didn't like the way that sounded. That's one reason. Oh, yeah, that's so much better. Dude. Look at that. Listen to how beautiful that is. Absolutely perfect. The melody for Jib Jig, you're talking about that same sound, right? It's like that dun 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 dun. That's a concertina. It's like an accordion-like instrument, but it's smaller. It doesn't have that big of a sound. It has that exactly a sound like that. Concertina, look it up. You'll be able to hear it. It sounds exactly like that sound. I would say that all the rest of them were a concertina, but a concertina can't do pitch bends, so. Okay, so that sounds perfect. I love the way that sounds. And so that should be all the things. Actually, I want to try something with the percussion. So we always usually use that other reverb, TSAR, on percussion. So let's see what that sounds like. Ooh, I love the way that sounds. but I think the percussion has too much high on it. It's way too sharp. No, it's not that there's too much really way highs. It's that there's right there. That's just too much of that. That really brings out that that percussion a lot. Yeah, it's like a mini accordion. I don't want that cowbell to ring out so long. That's good right there. So that's yeah, let's hear it with everything. And we'll do that. We'll start it on with just the bass, whoops. And we'll start to introduce everything else. Aren't available on the Dropbox, but they are available on the G drive. available in FLAC. So we got there's FLAC files posted in every video. So you can just go to the video you want and then find the FLAC. That ending. Why is it not fading out? Screw it. I don't care. So about that, let's check on the bird tweeting sound. Yeah, you're right. It is kind of quiet. Well, maybe. Wait. I hear it pretty fine. Maybe the low one is too quiet. Actually, there is already a list of sources for the DK soundtrack. Let me find you the URL. Here it is. Sounds a bit pitchy. It's the right pitch. Yeah, it's very totally at 0. What? No, the bird chirping plays anytime the loop does. Check it out. If you listen to the still playing. I don't think one of the instruments is missing. Oh, that's everything. I don't hear anything that wouldn't be in the original. Let me see. So those are all right. The birds, yeah, the birds do kind of sound different. Let me address that for a little bit. So it should sound like that. Yeah, there you go. Goes with the birds. You're saying there's something that plays with the in that percussion line? Oh, the cowbell is on the wrong key. Good ear. That's about as loud as it needs to be. Wizzy and arpeggios, man. All right, let's do, that's pretty much the mixing, so everything sounds good. Let's do mastering so that everything just kind of pops. Everything just kind of comes together. Mastering kind of ties everything together. So what we're going to do is, first I want to take JB Ferox and simulates sort of a tape sound. So it makes everything really warm. Just kind of gives a tape simulation. So it's supposed to sound like it's on tape. So let's try that. Very subtle difference. Yeah, if you compared that side by side, you kind of notice how everything sounds a little warmer with this thing. Yeah, just a very subtle difference, but it's good. Very subtle difference, but noticeable. Alright, so now we're going to do mid-side EQ. What this just does is it brings the stereo mix, as in like the right and left, not the mono, up on the high end. So we want to hear more stereo on the high end and no stereo, less stereo on the low end. So this is going to do just that for us. Not much of a difference, but it still works. Okay, now here's the big one. We want to do Maximus for mastering. So this splits up the mix into low, middle, and high. And what it's going to do is going to kind of compress the lows and the mids together. Because really what we want to hear sharpness on is the highs. So let's go and take down to 3 dB is when it's is the ceiling. And it's going to start clipping at -9. And then we're going to do the same for the lows. So wait, someone says, what's that? The cowbell note. That was the cowbell note. Yeah, it's the cowbell. I'm not sure that it was sure that it has to be some kind of keyboard note that sounded like that. Not a cowbell. Now the sample maker. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a cowbell. It's a weird cowbell, but it's a cowbell. The second high note on the riff needs some more pitch slide. I can't do that for one note. Like, it's got to be all the same. That would be ridiculous just to do one note, because one note was not longer than the other. They're all the same. Maybe it just feels like it. Let's check it out. Or maybe we can make it do, instead of by speed, we can try a different curve. Now, yeah, that's the Theremin. Alright, yeah, the pitch bend was a little fast, so now it's good. But let's check it out. For some reason it sounds a little too staccato. Then again, I haven't heard the original. It sounds too staccato for the, that's how it kind of sounded in the original. He could have done like a whole Theremin note, but he decided to make it like a synthesizer, pushing keys. So here's how it sounds in the original. Yeah, Harmer's pretty cool. Just add the bass and you have the perfect mood. Yeah, man, I mean, I'm sure people have to this song. I'm sure it's been done. It's very nice. Chill out, sort of take it slow, get in the mood. It sounds ominous like that. This is Harmer. Definitely, it's all Harmer. Can you make the bass louder? Should the bass be louder? Let me see. Pushing enough at this part. Yeah, it isn't pushing enough. Now that theremin, that thing, the compression on the theremin was causing. Wait a minute. Compression on the theremin was causing it to. Sound like really the volume compression right there. It was too much. But I think that's just because again, like, no wait, we remedied that. So why would it be? Huh. I don't know why I would do that. one note does not have a longer slide than the other, except that maybe because it's based on a time. It's calculated based on time, not on distance. Maybe it has less. There we go. Yeah, it's supposed to start that early. Flute ain't early. It's exactly as it was. Let me see. It's on the downbeats right, so you check that out. Well, that's in the original. See, it's right on the downbeat where it belongs. But I see what you mean. I see what you mean. The synth does sound a little early. The flute does sound, the Theremin does sound a little late. So let's take some delay. There we go. That synth, I want it to go higher. Oh, that's good like that. Maybe. Yeah, that's good. This is not the hardest one so far. I think these things just kind of get easier, but I don't know which one was the hardest. They were all pretty difficult. There's an orchestra hit missing from Mining Melancholy. There's some sound effects for Donkey Kong Country 3, and there's like one or two instruments, some synth effects from DK3. Basically, a lot of DK3 instruments are missing. Pitch bend sounds funny on the Theremin. There's probably too much pitch bend, too long. Maybe there's too much rate delay. Try that. Actually, that second high note does not pitch bend because it's already up there. So maybe, yeah, that's kind of a problem because it does pitch bend in the original. That sounds much better. about this one. Actually, we don't need that anymore, really. It shipped on a 4 megabyte cartridge. Alright, I'm going to listen on my speakers, which means I have to unplug my mic.